Let me fill you guys in on what we're getting into here. Me and Tommy are down this road for maybe, I don't know, an hour out of the last town, an hour and a half, and we found this little restaurant on the way to our off-road location, and they serve donkey. So we're gonna go in and order some burros machacas. And I've never had donkey before. Have you guys ever had donkey? Have you had horse? What's the weirdest meat that you've ever had? I'm truly curious. List that below. So we're gonna pop in and grab some food, and we're gonna cross the entire peninsula by dirt, but I'll tell you guys about that after the machaca. Hee-haw. That was sad. Now I don't want to eat them. Poor donkey. Es bueno. That's a word.
Yeah.
It's good. You like
That's
it?
what's happening.
Better than beef?
Oh, sure.
It's good. They say every good story begins with an introduction, and then you need conflict and then resolution. Me and Tommy decided to take the unpaved road from the Sea of Cortez all the way to the Pacific Ocean. This is what it looks like down here. Look at this. So we are literally in the middle of Mexico. Yeah, and my sunblock blew open, and the entire inside of my saddlebag is creamy. Go ahead and open that up.
What the fuck is that? It's fucking great. How's your sunburn, bud? Oh, smells good. Well, that's an interesting wrap up. You want a drink of my water, bud? You're gonna have to clean. I mean, I don't know what to say.
Also, one more conflict that we need to resolve. My tire is flat. Well, not flat, it's bald. I thought it'd be easier to get a tire here in Mexico. Turns out I do a lot of thinking. I just don't do a lot of correct thinking. We're gonna go to this really, really cool place up here, and it's called La Purísima, and we're gonna break out the camera there, but it's really, really hard to film on this road. It's really rough. It's a pretty tough ride. It's about the end of my skill level. I almost ran out of talent a couple times.
Yeah. Just when I thought I was doing well, that the rock and the road has started to show me that I did not have the talent that I thought I had. Absolutely.
Yeah. So we're gonna rest under the only trees that we've seen in Mexico in a while, and I'm gonna drink Tommy's water because my water, well, it's pretty creamy. I got creamy water. It is hot out here. Hot. They call this Federal Highway 1. Mexican sense of humor, I think. Just look at this. We're not even halfway. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Pretty slow going. We may wind up building a little camp like this. We were hoping to get all the way across the peninsula today, but we got little spots like this. There's a few trees out here. We could build a fire. I don't know how it's going to go. I'm just happy to be here. You know, I had a pretty bad accident 3 years ago, a bad motorcycle accident. I had 9 surgeries on my leg and I had 2 scheduled amputations. And being out here doing off-road, I was really nervous about it. Really nervous about it. I don't want to go to Mexico and lose a leg. But I'm really glad I did this. I'm glad I got this bike. I'm glad everything tends to work out, right? You figure we spend so much of our time worrying about things that never come to fruition, right? 80% of the stuff we worry about never even happens in the first place. 10% of it you can fix. Another 10% of it you can't. So just deal with it when you get there. It's pretty easy to say, isn't it? A lot harder to put in practice. I'm gonna get back on the bike, start heading down the road. I'm really happy to be here. I haven't seen anybody on this road. We've been on this road for hours. We're about at the exact halfway point across the peninsula. We haven't seen a single car. I saw 3 goats. That's about it. Let's see what the next stop brings. What a good day. Cruising along and I see Tommy over on the side of the road. The road is right up here. This is an old watering hole. Who knows how many years it's been dry, but we're not the only people, we're not the only things that know about this watering hole. So we got a cow and this guy looks a little older. Got a goat. Came down here. Oh, I can still smell one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they came down here looking for water. Like, hey, I know where there's water out in this area. Not this year. Not this year. Got a cabra and a vaca. This guy.
And a Tommy.
And a Tommy. We had to make a quick stop. I'm gonna catch up to Tommy's dust. And so I found a really cool place to take a breather. I want to show you guys what the middle of the Baja desert looks like. It looks amazing. It's like I'll just show you. There's Tommy's dust. It's really cool being so isolated out here, you know? We haven't seen anybody. We've been out here for hours under the boiling sun without any sunblock. I guess I could just open my trunk and just grab a handful of it because it's everywhere in there. That might be necessary. I don't know how much further we got. It says we're about 3/4 of the way through. So if this road doesn't open up, we're not going to make it today. We'll have to start looking for a camp here pretty soon. All right, well, I think Tommy's dust is pretty gone, so let's start making some of our own. Woo! We just stopped at a very, very cool turnout. There's a town down here, and it's not the town that we're looking for, but it's the first town we've seen today. Check this out. So here's that little town. And then look at that mesa. That's so cool. Dude, there are a lot of oases in the desert. They I think I just found the coolest little church that I've ever seen. God, I'm getting sunburned. So check this out. It only has 2 pews. Oh, this is a memorial, I think. Could be a memorial. By the way, it's pretty cool. La Purísima was the town that we just went through. We were gonna stay there, but all the grocery stores are shut down. Just the whole town is closed down. There's nothing. There's no businesses open at all. And we're gonna need some food. We need some soap and water to wash this thing out. So unfortunately, that town just isn't gonna suit our needs. God, look at this cool backdrop, man. So we're gonna push down the highway because it's paved now. That's fortunate. And see what's to be seen. I guess we'll go to the coast. Yep. Coast it is. Well, we did it. We made it from coast to coast. We started in the Sea of Cortez and we made it all the way to the Pacific Ocean. And we did about 90% of that off-road as much as possible. The last few miles from Purísimo was paved, but we did as much as we could and had a really good ride. Learned a lot about being off-road again. So that's it for the video, guys. Signing off. If you enjoyed, like, subscribe, do all the stuff. We'll see what the next adventure holds.